Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Now, it's real time.
Welcome back, everyone. We've got Austin Moser from Austin's Northwest Adventures, one of my favorite interviews of all times for a number of different reasons. But look at the scenery behind him. Austin, how you doing, man? It's good to see you.
Doing good. We're dealing with a little bit of wind today, and we're out here trying to catch us some big dinosaur fish.
Now, tell me how things have been for that fishery for you up to this point. I know that you kind of switched from one fishery to the next. You're not chasing salmon, which is okay. I get it. But you're chasing one of the funnest fish to target in oversized sturgeon. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going okay. We're fighting with no water, like a lot of people probably all up and down the Columbia are kind of complaining about not having water, not a lot of flow and things like that. But we're catching some fish. We're having a good time. Springtime is when we really target these fish, and guys like to come out here and catch these big guys and fight them and take pictures with them and all that fun stuff. And we're still targeting walleye. We're going back and forth between that and sturgeon right now, and having some fun.
Well, yeah, obviously Austin's got it dialed in up there, everyone. He's going from one fishery to the next, making sure that he keeps his clients into them. But this is a little bit different of a fishery. This isn't chasing walleye or triploids like what you typically do, which, of course, everyone, there's literally nothing wrong with that. It's one of the funnest things you could possibly do. But oversized are a fish that if you've never caught one, you can literally, when somebody asks you the question in the future, how big's the biggest fish you ever caught? And when you say 300, 400, 500 pounds, you ain't lying. It's not a fish story, right, Austin?
Yeah, we catch some huge ones when we're doing this, and it's pretty gear specific. When you're catching those really big ones, you gotta be ready to go to battle. Some of them take 30 minutes, 40 minutes to get in, but if you're doing it with real light tackle, salmon rods, things like that, it might take you over an hour. So, it's a specialized deal. When we're catching those big ones, I got big reels, big gear, fighting belts, anchor systems. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. But boy, I tell you what, when you get into one, it's a lot of fun. It really is.
I'm glad that you mentioned that. For all you folks out there that want to try to catch an oversized, I don't care what part of the world you're in, don't use salmon and steelhead gear. Use what he's referring to. Get those fish landed and get them released. They are extremely hardy, but there's no sense in fighting them too. Look at that. I mean, he's got an avid out there that's going to take on tuna that are going to marlin, for crying out loud. And that's what you need. That also, a 2-speed reel too, by the way. That helps your clients get those fish landed, right?
It does. The 2-speed's really nice when those fish are really bulldogging down on the bottom. And you got to kind of, I always tell everybody, you got to break their will, and shift gears, and you can start kind of cranking them in. And it's not as hard on the people. But then you got to shift back and forth, because when they run at you, you can't catch up to them fast enough. So yeah. We're going in and out at low range sometimes, and it makes it a lot easier. I'm running 100-pound braided line, 130-pound Dacron leaders, 12-aught hooks, just the big stuff.
Yeah, you're doing that's the right way, right? I mean, everybody will go out not everybody. A lot of people go out chasing them undergunned. Don't do that. Number one, for your own comfort, okay? Number two, do the best that you can for the fish and get them landed, get your photos, and get them released. And I know that there's some folks out there going, chasing those big sturgeon. Yeah, tons of fun. You need fighting belts in order to do it successfully, just so that you, again, are comfortable. But to do the best for the fish, get them up, get them landed, get those photos, and get them out. Austin, don't go anywhere. I want to cut to a break. I want to talk about the kind of baits that you're using up there. My experience up that far east, you guys use a lot of different baits than what we may have used in the past below Bonneville. Okay, so don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to continue to talk with Austin Moser from Austin's Northwest Adventures. We'll be right back.